Hey all, welcome to ShareTrack. This is Raj here. Friends, I must confess that coming up with a bunch of new videos every day is very difficult, especially in genomics, which is a very niche area. So today I didn't have any topics, but I was on my own looking at DNA because I bought DNA at around 1.54. I'm unable to make any sense of what is happening with Ginkgo Bioworks. I have a very small stake and have been trying to see when I can exit it. I don't want to make a loss, but even a break even or slightly less than break even is acceptable. I bought it in around 1.54 per share, and it seems we are not reaching that level anytime soon. In between, there was hope, and then the stock fell back again. So in this video, I'll share with you the data I found during my research in this case. It seems like a sea of data is available, but no way to know what is happening. In the interest of not wasting time, I'll keep this video short. Let's get started. Welcome back, friends. DNA has been range bound between 1.14 and 1.28 from 2nd March 2023 to date. This has been really frustrating for me as I bought it prior to this time with the idea of swing trade, assuming 1.51 would be the floor support. In between, meanwhile, I was afraid of this becoming a penny stock when it touched 1.13 on 2nd May 2023. Then the news of the $400 million deal with Boehringer Ingelheim gave me a ray of hope. And that, I think, happened around 8th of May. But then we hit the resistance of 1.40 and promptly fell down. And now we are consolidating. I bet none of our audience has a clue at this point of time what is going to happen next. Neither do I. But here is the sea of data I was talking about. I came across information that the State Board of Administration of Florida Retirement System acquired a new position in shares of Ginkgo Bioworks during the 4th quarter of last year. According to this most recent filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the fund acquired 528,770 shares of the company's stock, valued at approximately $894,000. So I thought, why not look at other institutional action? So let me show you the institutional action that I uncovered for the last 2 quarters of the previous year. So here we have Treasurer of the State of North Carolina, and they bought in 3rd quarter around 4,540 more shares, and the value of the shares bought was around 14,180 in the 3rd quarter, and the total value of their shares is close to $1 million or so. Then there is Daiwa Security Groups, which bought another 5,259 shares. IHT Wealth Management bought 5,275 shares. Mercer Global Advisors bought 5,838 shares. And Van Eck Associates bought 6,512 shares. So the total institutional ownership stands at 61.83% when it comes to Ginkgo Bioworks. There have also been some net selling positions. I think around 43 institutions which had smaller holdings of Ginkgo sold it and just got totally out of Ginkgo. So overall, the number of people who entered Ginkgo was more, the number of institutions entering Ginkgo was more than the ones that were exiting. So on that count, it's okay. And I didn't put that stats here because the institution that exited had small holdings, which was probably residual holdings from previous transactions. So they just sold it and went off. And in the meanwhile, I also came across the news that insider Reshma Shetty sold around 37,650 shares of the stock in a transaction that occurred on Wednesday, May 10th. The stock was sold at an average price of 1.35 for a total value of 50,827.50. And following the sale, the insider now owns around 13.5 million shares of the company, and I think the valuation of those shares are close to around 18.3 million. That's my understanding of where we are with regard to Reshma Shetty. So in this case, I'm going to show you another table where we have just 2 entries. These are insiders trading. As you will see in this particular chart, I've already spoken about Reshma Shetty and the shares that she sold on the 10th of May. We have to add that on top of this. And in the past, around 15th of March, Mark E. Myturk, I would say Myturk, it's a difficult name to pronounce. He sold around 29,762 shares at 1.31 each. So it seems like every time the share goes just above 1.30, insiders end up selling. And they still have shares after transaction because I guess they get it as employee stock options. But the insider selling is definitely dampening the shares. Whenever it takes off, some insider comes and dumps a huge amount of shares, and the share price goes down again. Now, if we look at the equity research analysts and their ratings, that's the other thing I thought I will look at. So BTIG Research has done a downgrade. William Blair has done a downgrade. They have not given any targets. I couldn't find any targets. Raymond James have also given a downgrade. And all these happened in the March of this year. And the price target they have given was $3 for BTIG Research and Raymond James at $5. The consensus target sits at around $4.39. From that point of view, my small stake has a possibility of becoming 4 times as much as it is worth right now. But the question is, do I have the stomach to hold this on the roller coaster ride? So overall, institutional owners consist of 968 entities, out of whom 955 hold only long positions, and 8 hold only short positions, and 5 hold long and short positions in this share. So overall, it seems that institutions seem confident about DNA. So I'm going to take that as a vote of confidence. But unfortunately, we won't know what they did in this quarter until next quarter when we can look at the filings with the SEC. So many times when I'm trying to make a video, I'm looking at the internet, searching for information on each company to see what is happening at any given period of time. So that is this lazy approach for content creation. There are many websites which just dump you with a whole lot of data. They collect data from everywhere about the company for that quarter and dump it all together. So you're drowned in a sea of data, but you have no analysis, no conclusion, nothing. So for me to run this channel, ShareTrek, I have been bringing out 2 videos a day for quite a while, and now it has come down to 1 video with occasional 2 videos per day. Creating really good content is very, very difficult. So I'm questioning myself about the frequency at which I'm bringing the videos and whether I'm giving value in my quest to come up with at least 2 videos a day. So that's what is going on at the back of my mind. When it comes to HIV related content, I'm absolutely confident that I'm giving real value for money in terms of quality of information. But when it comes to genomic stocks, there isn't much happening and the market is down overall. Sentiments are down and nothing great is happening. There are 2 companies which I'm very hopeful will give me a lot of information to go forward to in terms of content. One of them is CRISPR Therapeutics, the other is Bluebird. And I also find Ginkgo Bioworks is very, very interesting because something or the other is always happening out here. There is a lot of tie-ups going on. There is a lot of collaborations going on. And they are in multiple sectors like recyclable products, biodegradable products, as well as proteins and fermentation products. So it's very interesting. So I think among these 3 companies, I can get some information that I can use to create interesting videos which are of value to the viewer. But most of the other companies seem to be in a lull. And every once in a while, I get something interesting on Illumina because the board battle is going on and the Grail issue is going on. And of course, PSCB comes up with something or the other in between. But I don't see myself finding more information on any other genomic company. Hopefully next year, we'll have a lot of action because Beam will also come close to monetization and Editas will also come closer to monetization. So then there'll be a lot of things to talk about. By then, I'm expecting that Exacell will already be in the market and CRISPR would be looking at bringing VCTX210 into the market. So there'll be more for me to talk about. So friends, so this is the only video for today. I don't have much material for the second video for today. So I hope that you will take quality over quantity. And this is my offerings to you for today. With that, I would like to end this video. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.